What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video we have 150k squad builder. Everyone's on 10 chemistry. Everyone's from meta players, want to get players like Ben Yedder in. But without further ado, let's just go straight into this. Now, first of all, for 150k squad, there's a lot of players you can get. Players like Mbabu are good, but they're very expensive. But you got, I would say, some budget-friendly players. Whenever you're talking about a good squad, you want a good balance all-rounder. We've got Wan-Bissaka, a card that can play centre back or can play right back. He's medium high work rates. He gets 10 chemistry. We put a shadow on him just because we want that pace boost from him. He's already got 88 sprint speed. Get to 98, becomes one of the best right backs, even right, left, or centre back in the game. And then we're going to go over to midfield. Now, I wanted to create a good combination midfield, so we've gone ahead and put Fred in. Fred's a good example of a midfielder, and I'll go over, for example, how everyone gets full chemistry, how everyone lines up, and how to line up in a 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2, etc., etc. Fred is still one of the best players in the game. He's got high work rates, 4-star skill moves, and he's got really good agility, balance, and pace. There's not that many Premier League players that gives a green link to both the right wing and the right back, which you're going to see in a second. That's got good agility and balance, good sprint speed, but that can do everything. There's a reason why he's been used by pros for many years when the game came out as a cheap, someone like next to Pogba, next to Bruno Fernandes, next to Kante or Sissoko. He's always known to be a very cheap player that's very good and effective. Has played 30 games for me, fantastic card. Then we go to the right wing position. Now, in all honesty, in terms of the meta right wings, there isn't that many for cost effective, but one cost effective card definitely is one card that I love to use, and that is Lucas Moura. Now, the reason why he's so effective, again, 4-star, at least you can do the 4-touch turn skill moves like that. I put a finisher on him, but he's got really good, naturally got good pace. He's got really good agility and balance. Now, if you want to, you can put a hunter on him, but we've put a finisher on him for the sole reason that you get his agility and balance up even higher, and you give a +10 to his finishing, and you bring up his shot power as well. Now, that is the key benefit, because you get that +50 boost, which you'll see when I get everyone on chemistry. It really does make a big difference, especially when you're going forward and when you're attacking. And then for the defense, I wanted to get a solid defense. I think for the price of 150k, you want to get a good team. And I think there's actually a good budget. We've seen Serie A being a very good cost-effective solution, but Bundesliga seems to be the only, I would say, the only league that really has the real cost-effective solution. If you've got the money, go ahead and buy Neuer, but Castells is a pretty good player. 6'6", is quite tall as well. Doesn't have the saved feet trait, but he's got everything you want. He's got the height, which is the most important thing for a goalkeeper, and he's got the positioning, and he's got the diving for the finesse shots. Then we've gone with two centre backs. We've gone with two tank centre backs that are extremely fast. The first one we've gone with is Klostermann. Klostermann is known to be one of the best centre backs in the game, very simply because his top tier sprint speed, and of course his very good defensive work rate. Alongside him, we've gone with someone else, Lacroix, I think that's how you say his name, just very simply because of his pace as well and his defense. That's probably one of the most underrated players this year, and that's why he's priced so highly. So although this is, I would say, a fifth or maybe even I suppose you could say a fifth of the actual price of the team, he's such a good card. Got top tier sprint speed, and this is a team that's going to be used to get you 2-foot champions, get you 2 rivals, because the L1 triangles, that's the way you stop them. Good defensive awareness, good defending as well, and you put a shadow on him. On both of these guys, you're basically good to go. And then we're going to start on the left hand side. We're going to go with Scholes, because Scholes is the one that gives I would say the rest of the team, or most of the team should I say, the links. I think he's a top tier left back. He's got good agility and back, which is still very important for left back and right back. He is left foot on the left hand side, so perfect for those through balls down the wing. And he's got the defensive stats. You put a shadow, or you can put an anchor on him. He's got the natural sprint speed anyway, so he's going to be able to defend against the fast wingers. Then to bring it all together, we've got Emre Can, part that I love to use. In fact, Emre Can and Fred are my go-to cheap, I would say, midfields. I would love to go with someone like Goretzka, but unfortunately he is 200k this year. But Emre Can, exact same thing, 34 games, has carried me through the divisions right now. Defending is top tier. Look at his defending stats, one of the best defensive stats cards. Really good sprint speed, and he's got the agility and balance and the rest of the dribbling. Got the long shots and the shot power as well for the long shots. A top tier card. You must use this card. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, he definitely deserves to go into the team. Now, to link it together, we go with, I think it's Nkunku, I think that's how you say his name. If you got the money for it, I would say go for the Inform card. Because he's a very, very good card. I'm going to show you, for example, I can't even select him for some reason. But Nkunku is one of the best cards you can get. There's other players like Sabitzer, but the reason why we've gone with him, and the sole reason, is because of the player that he is, and also he gives a link to our striker, which is going to be Ben Yedder. You can see he's medium, which is not the most ideal. Now I know you're going to say to me, what if you're playing a 3 or 2 CDM formation? I'll explain how that works as well. But he's got the sprint speed, he's got the shooting, he's got the passing, got the dribbling, got the defending, and he's got decent physical, everything that you'd want. When we go over to the left wing, we have gone with Bamba. Typically because we need a fast winger in his team, and Bamba is a card that can give us that. So he's a really, really cheap card, a very, very cost effective, and again he's one of those cards as again the 4-star high work rates. He can play as a left mid or right mid in a 3-5-2. I played him last year in a 3-5-2. Decent agility and balance, well actually good agility and balance, decent shooting, and it's got really good sprint speed. You can put a hunter on him or you can put a finisher, either one is fine. And we look at the strikers, we've gone with the one and the only Ben Yedder. I think he's a very cost-effective card this year. I've purchased him when he's a bit on the cheaper side. He's gone up now in price. I've taken that into account, so don't worry. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, high-low work rates. You put a hunter on him, you then of course got one of the best strikers in the game. There is no shadow about that. For his price performance, no one really comes close. Now you're going to say to me, okay, what if I want, for example, a midfielder that can do a bit of attacking? Well, you got quite a lot of options. So you don't have to play Emre Can. You got other options that you can play there instead. I'm just going to show you here. So you can go with anyone as Bundesliga, or you can go with the Premier League. For the Premier League, you can go with someone like, I would say someone like Rodrigo. They're on the cheaper option. But if you're looking for a Bundesliga card, someone that is pretty cheap, we filter it by attackers. You can go with someone like Royce, but Malin is probably the best card you can get. The chemistry does get a bit muddled, but when you put it over there, Malin gets full chemistry anyway, because of course, don't forget Schul's given the link as well. So how does this all look in game? I want to show you that right now. And don't forget as well, given this team, don't forget as well, it's currently priced at 176 now. If I press refresh, is 171 now. By the time you're watching this video, you're going to see it's much higher. So don't worry. If the price is much higher, just get Nkunku over here. And you get that gold card. It puts it under budget. And if you put Malin over there, then you're pretty much fine to go. You're way under budget if you put Malin over there. And then that way you can keep Nkunku for the link to Ben Yedder. Or you can put Emre Can there. Either one is up to you. But you can see everyone does get full chemistry at the end of the day. So the big question is, how does this line up in game? Now, assuming you use Allen or you use Emre Can, whichever one you want. But let's say you used Emre Can, because I wouldn't mind Ben Yedder on 8 chemistry in all honesty. So how does it line up? So formations. If we are going for a 4-2-3-1, which I think the most majority of you would go with a 4-2-3-1, just because of the way the formation is. What I'll do is put Ben Yedder in striker. And then just behind him, I'll either put Mora or I'll put Malin. Now, it's up to you. I'll probably say Malin is probably the better player in theory, just because he's quite better, I would say, in shooting. But I'd prefer Lucas Moura because he has the agility and balance. That's my personal preference, to be in the middle there. And then, of course, that would be the back line. We're talking about a 4-1-2-1-2, a very, very similar system. And I think this is honestly one of the best teams money can buy now. And what I'll do is offload Mbamba to a left-hand side. This is where, if you want the 3 midfield members, you can put Emre Can, Nkunku, and Fred. You can be my guest and do that. So that will be Nkunku over there, and you put Bamba in cam and Lucas Moura in striker. That's the way you can do it. And 3-5-2, which is my favorite formation right now. 4-4-2 is exact same. Of course, you just put Malin and Ben Yedder as strikers. And my favorite formation right now, which is the 3-5-2, which is the best formation in my opinion. And I would highly recommend you to use that. So what I'll do is the same thing. And of course, you just literally move the player there. And then what you can put is you can put someone on the wing now. Because Schulz is high medium, I would just say just play him there. He can get the job done, and put Bamba on the high on the right hand side. But that is the squad builder. Don't forget to check my other tactics and formation videos on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more content and squad builders like this. I'll be uploading them as time goes on. Don't forget to join my Patreon series, patreon.com/NealGuides. Link is down below in the description. And my FIFA School Series, where you can get better at FIFA in-depth tutorials in a progressive learning system. Of course, money back guarantee if you don't get better after 1 month. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.